Hey eBay, today I am showing you a Sanyo DVD VCR combo. This is model FWDV225F. We will go ahead, play a bit of a tape, play a bit of a DVD, show it off here.
What did the dinosaur piano teacher tell his students?
Be sure and practice your scales.
Oh, I bet a
And there you see it playing. We have in play fast forward. We have in play rewind. It'll stop it. Trigger the faster fast forward. Or sorry, rewind. We'll stop that. We'll do the faster fast forward. There it goes. You can hear it. Motor is good. We'll go ahead and pop that out. Switch to the DVD. Load up the disc here. Let's see it loading up there. We'll get to the menu here in 1 second. I did want to show that this does not come with a remote, but you can still play most DVDs because the play button here doubles as an enter button. Press that when the menu defaults to play, and you'll at least be watching the movie without a remote. So I'll go ahead and stop that. So there is no remote with this, unfortunately. So what do you get with this? You get the unit itself. You get that set of RCA cables sitting on the top. I believe it's about a 3 or 4 foot set there. Now this has been fully tested to the best of my ability. Obviously you see the main functions work great. I was able to test all of the other functions as well, except for this front input. And the reason for that is you're not going to be able to switch to that without the remote, possibly without the official remote. I actually did program a universal remote for this, one that works on most things and has a lot of buttons, but it did not have any button that would switch to that input. You can use an input on it though. I will turn it off here. We can take a look at the back. Actually unplug cords that are going to the TV also. So we have, this is your main output, your RCA output. This is probably what most people are going to use exclusively to connect it to the TV because it is the only one that will work for the DVD and the VCR. This and everything over is only for DVDs. You have component, you have an extra analog audio out, and you have a coax digital audio out for surround sound. Then you have this video input here, and the nice thing about that one is when you switch to VCR and you see that blue screen, if you had something plugged into that input, it would come up on that blue screen area, on like the main VCR area when you're not playing a tape. That just defaults to that input. So you can still use that one. This is missing a few inputs that you would find on a lot of other players. You see it has a little space there where most of these would usually have an S video. This doesn't have S video, and it doesn't have the antenna coax inputs either. And it actually makes sense. The reason for that is, if you look here, this is very new. This is probably the newest VCR I've ever sold. It was manufactured in January 2016. So by that point, almost nobody had a TV with S-video. They weren't really being made. And the analog broadcast system had been shut off and switched over to digital. And I don't think I've ever seen a VCR with a digital tuner in it. So obviously, they just didn't include the S-video or the tuner in that. So, yes, this is very new. The only problem I see with it, and it's not really a problem unless you're a stickler about quality, it's not the greatest quality VCR. I have cleaned the heads, and they're doing their best. They're working well, but it's just not as good as some of the older mechanisms that you're going to find in like a higher end Sony. You know, these are some of the last VCRs they ever made, and they didn't put a lot of quality work into them. So I hear a lot of audio hiss. I see some video noise with it, but that's just the way those cheaper tape mechanisms are going to work. But the good news is it was only made, at this point in time, 7 years ago, which is the newest VCR I have ever seen. I think they only made them for about 3 or 4 years more than that. So this is going to be one of the newest ones that you're going to find to buy online, probably anywhere. So because of that, it will likely hold up longer than a lot of the older ones, I would have to guess. So then as far as the physical condition of this goes, I will say it is in very good condition. There's not a lot of wear from the age. The only issues I see are on this like rough material on the top. There's a few little scratches and scuffs up there, but it's hard to tell the way that's textured anyway. So I believe that is about all I have to tell you. So thanks for looking, guys.